What are you doing?
I'm making a little pot next to us.
Next to who?
Me and Uncle James.
Why?
Because I love him.
"40 years since she came into the world. I thought you were the cutest baby I'd ever seen. People would stop me and say, 'Ooh, what lovely big eyes.'"
I first saw you just when you'd been born in hospital. You came in ever such a rush, and you've been in a rush to go places ever since.
I can't remember when Mum brought me home from the hospital to 801 Burton Road on the 19th of October 1986. I assumed that I wasn't overly impressed.
I first met you when you were 1 month old, and your mum gave me a baby in a bottle and sat me on the settee in 801 for a nighttime feed, and you captured me with your lovely big blue eyes.
Watching you grow up, it's been beautiful. You was a beautiful baby boy, a lovely bundle of joy. Your mum and dad were so proud.
I've known you since preschool, so many moons ago.
We first met, I think, playing football over at Swad Park. I never liked you really then. I thought you were cocky and arrogant, but somehow we ended up going on a few nights out in Derby, and as I say, the rest is history.
I think the first time I met you was, I think it was at Pride Park, when we were season ticket holders, me and my brother, and we looked down from the top of the East Stand to see where our cousin was, Adam, and we could see him standing with some weird lads. There was one ginger lad, Andy. There was this bold-looking fella, Nige, and then there was this other lad with what looked like an afro, but an afro on a white lad. It's very strange, and that turned out to be you.
Thought you were a twat. I think me and Andy have both said it, but it took a couple of times of meeting you to certainly win us over, and obviously friendships developed over the last 20 odd years.
And to be completely honest, when I first met you, I wasn't your biggest fan during sixth form, which is when I first met you. You came from a rival school and you was just a bit too much. However, over the years, I've obviously grown to love you, and I'm proud to call you one of my best mates.
As I recall it, we were in sixth form. You were sat next to me and Fernie. We used to be talking about what was happening on Raw and SmackDown at the weekend. Because you didn't know us, you had to have small talk with Emma Hooper at the time. So that must have been fun for you. Eventually we made friends, and it's been a good journey since.
Probably when we met in Granville in Form 7R, I think. Probably pretty much that James was a bit of a geek. Certainly not one of the most popular kids in school, much like myself. Probably didn't see that much of James really until we got to the later stage of Granville. And then when we moved on to Pingle Sixth Form, when we started to go on nights out, it's probably where we saw a lot more of each other.
I'm not sure if this was entirely the first time, but obviously we met through tubes, and it was someone behind me howling with laughter as I'm consistently struggling to get the ball to get to the batsman down in Repton cricket training, and it just kept going into the side of the nets. Obviously your laughter really helped with my encouragement, and now I've become an amazing bowler.
We first met in 2006 when we went together at Rolls Royce. I'm sure what to think of him to start with, but as soon as I knew he was into Naughty's Indy, the Derby County, then we soon hit it off.
Recuerdo que fue en un cumpleaños de mi hermana, 2018, y entonces yo dije, bueno, pues este personaje que está ahí, que no se ve muy mexicano, que cabe mencionar que ahorita ya sin duda es el inglés más mexicano que hay, pero en ese momento dije, ¿quién será? ¿Quién será? Y luego vi que se dio un beso con mi hermana, dije, ah caray, ¿qué está sucediendo aquí? ¿Quién es que no me lo ha presentado?
Y la primera impresión que tuve cuando te conocí, pues que eres una persona muy formal, muy correcta.
Se me hizo como que eras muy serio, casi no hablabas. Yo sentía que a lo mejor no estabas cómodo, pero no. Ya después te empezaste a soltar el pelo y bueno, ya muy alegre y muy simpático con todos.
Te conocí el 5 de julio de 2018 en uno de los restaurantes que más odio de la Ciudad de México. Una de las primeras cosas que pensé de ti es que eras una persona auténtica, que no te importaba aparentar absolutamente nada. Tú ibas a hacer lo que a ti te hiciera sentir bien. Y eso me encantó, porque en ese momento me di cuenta que éramos muy parecidos. en gustos muy parecidos, en formas de ser, en formas de ver la vida, en objetivos de vida, en cómo queremos vivir nuestra vida. Y eso me hizo sentir muy cómoda. Me preguntaste por mi ideología política y me sorprendió muchísimo. No esperaba nunca esa pregunta ni que tuvieras interés en eso. Y me encantó. Y entonces en ese momento pensé, puedo tener este tipo de pláticas con alguien, porque nunca nadie quiere hablar de política. Y platicamos, súper padre. Entonces en ese momento me di cuenta que también podías usar el cerebro y que no solo eres una pretty face, como siempre me dices. Fue un día que nunca voy a olvidar. Divertidísimo, la pasamos increíble, desde las 3:30 de la tarde que nos vimos hasta las 2 de la mañana, o no me acuerdo qué hora era. Y regresé a mi casa pensando en ti y al día siguiente me escribiste pidiéndome que nos volviéramos a ver.
We've had some good times together over the years, haven't we?
We've had some fun along the way. When you went to school, you definitely kept the teachers on their toes. And football, you loved football, didn't you? It was lovely watching you chatting with Grandad. Always something to discuss. But he was the only one who could say, James, shut up. And you'd go, well. He thought the world of you. Many memories of yearly trips to Paynton. Remembering Grandma's birthday, usually on fireworks night. Cricket on the beach and the arcades at night. It was good fun. Then came work, Argos, Rolls Royce. Remember trying to catch that train in Wellington? 14 minutes we got it down to. Then you used to run up the steps, but we learnt some good Libertine songs along that journey. You cut it fine though. Then you left. When you'd done your accounting, I rushed off to get you a briefcase for your interview in Guernsey, and you got the job. I was very proud. I think the song I Did It My Way, So Was You. The travel bug took you to many places, so I could worry a bit more about you. But best of all was Mexico, where you met Julieta. Then I knew you were happy and loved. I couldn't ask for more than that.
Great memories of travelling with you to sporting events, whether it was Gresley at Rovers, Derby Storm, Holborn and Vale, to Wembley to see Notts County win the Anglo-Italian Cup, or whether it was to see England play cricket. But then maybe the best of all of those, the trips to Morecambe and to Clevedon, when we went with the choir boys in the Neilmobile and had a great time all the way along the way. I wonder if it was there that you caught the travel bug and ended up having to want to travel everywhere. I also remember the laughs we had on these trips and at other times about the lucky likeys. You always find somebody who looked like somebody. There always seemed to be them at Derby Storm, lots at Derby Storm, but the most memorable had to be Mrs. Donald Trump in Italy. That was a classic, that will never be forgotten. I was playing cricket on Grudgington Beach with Grandad and Dad, while Grandma and Mum would have sat in a tent. And I've got down seeing bands such as The Enemy, The Cribs, Baby Shambles and The View.
As a toddler, when we were driving, your dad would drive into a parking garage and you'd shout out, "Dark!" And it was so cute. Another cute story I had was about 5 years old. I was reading you a bedtime story and you asked me if you could marry me if you got to 30 years old and you hadn't found a girlfriend. Well, luckily you did. But most of all, I really most enjoy that you stay in touch with us and we change pictures and we change stories and we see one another and you come to visit us either here in Geneva or in Florida, or you and Julieta come hiking with us in Sedona. All of that means the most to me.
I can't say that there's one particular moment in all those years that stands out amongst all the others, because there's been so many great times over the years, which I'm very grateful for. You've been very good to me as a friend. You've all stood by me, which I'll always be grateful for. And we just had some wonderful times.
So many Great nights out, great memories. I can't think of one that's the best, but one that I remember and always laugh when I think about it was when we were on our holiday in Ibiza, 6-week holiday in Ibiza, and we created the band The Keywiths, and we convinced people that we were a real band. I don't know how we managed it, but we did. We even made songs up and convinced them that they were songs that we had written ourselves and they'd heard it on the radio. Really good times. I've had so many good nights out in Derby as well, with Linton United, wow, Hollybush, nights out in the Hollybush with Charlie and Maureen. Absolutely brilliant. Even though you're my mate, I don't know high sometimes. You always take the piss out of that, don't you? Got to stop.
And all these years later, look where we've been now. We've been all over the place, haven't we? From drinking in Linton and playing football for them to travels in Europe. I think that's when you first met Ollie as well. Look at all the countries we went to and it was Italy, Rome, Florence. We had some great times abroad. Oktoberfest, and you hit a wall, and I think you went on the train, and because you fell asleep when you were boozy, you missed our stop. We've had some great times, mate, and unfortunately you've been away now for I don't know how many years. I know we've seen you here and there, but it'd be good to have you and your lovely wife back on home soil.
There's too many to say, and some that, you know, we wouldn't want to say. But a couple that stand out, obviously, the days in Derby after the football, you know, when we all went out, Manel Jr., that's a standout. Football related as well, when we went to Man United away, that was a good one. And just the day at Wembley, when we played Villa a few years ago, when you came over with Huerta, just, like I say, it was decided a few days before, I think, that you were coming over, and yeah, it was good, apart from the result.
I think even if thinking back to the times with Rawson, where I was obviously a bit caught up about a split up, a break up. Sorry, that's just my work, but we can sort that out afterwards. I sort of caught up about that. You rang Spencer and you were just so funny on the phone to him, and that just cheered me up, no end.
It was when we drove, or I drove, should I say, all the way to Lincoln Engine Shed with James to watch the Baby Shambles, a band play. I always did most of the driving, and then after the gig, for some reason, we decided it'd be a good idea to drive all the way back to Derby to go to one of the bars that we used to go out with, used to go to as a group, which was Blue Note in Derby. So we drove all the way back to there, and one of our favourite songs at the time, which was by the Libertines, The Bracket, came on, and we just bought a drink, and we decided it'd be a good idea to put these drinks on the floor while everybody was sort of moshing around us. And to no surprise, our drinks completely disappeared when the song finished. But yeah, great times.
I really just couldn't stop coming up with loads of different memories. Some funny, some just a memory, I guess, that it was what it was. You know, various Blackpool trips when you were pretending you were ringing Monk up, pretending he needed to move his car. That was a really big highlight of my life. Still is to this day. But then there's other stuff, like when we played cricket and you have 30-40 yards of running, trying to keep your balance and not fall over before finally hitting the deck, and Cheggers just turning around going, is he on drugs? This one, I don't know if it was the same trip, but I'm going to amalgamate two stories because in my head I think they were the same trip. Standard James in his red Corsa driving abysmally at like a stupid speed, maybe 100 mile an hour down Ashbury bypass, not braking in time. God knows to this day how we got round that island intact. But then we're on the way to a comedy club in Leicester that James thought was a good idea to go to, until we got there and we were seated about 2 foot away from the actual acts, and they were really unfunny, and it was really awkward sitting there not laughing when they're staring at you, expecting laughter. And then there's other ones, such as South Africa when we hired the car. Obviously South Africa, not the safest place in the world to be driving. We're driving through some, what you'd probably call like an almost shanty town, a bit scary. You've got Tubes' Louise cramped in the back, we're all cramped with cases, and James is putting his foot down and actually, unfortunately, missed that there was a speed bump in the road, which was quite funny at the time, when everyone just hit the ceiling of the car at some decent speed. But yeah, a lot of memories that I could go on forever, but I'm sure you've got quite a few videos, and obviously you want to enjoy the actual day of your birthday.
The most memorable moment was when we travelled to America together for a few weeks with basically no plans, but we had the best time ever. It was awesome.
la vez que hicieron el video con mis tíos, James realmente se metió en el papel, estaba mostrando el torso desnudo, que no es fácil en la actuación. Entonces dije, muy bien, qué comprometido. Y la otra han sido los regalos que nos has dado, esa taza de los chinos locos que la sigo disfrutando las mañanas con mi café, y por supuesto mi dibujo cuando tenía los chinos largos.
Cuando hicieron representación de Mi Pobre Angelito y tú representaste a Kevin, y recuerdo que empezaba el video y cualquier fallo decías, no, hay que volverlo a hacer, y no, hay que volverlo a hacer, hasta que finalmente fue ya la representación completa, que por cierto me sorprendiste, tienes realmente madera de actor, muy bueno.
Dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where those treetops listen and sleigh bells and the snow,
La Navidad fue, creo, la primera vez contigo, y que nos regalaste unas tazas con nuestros nombres. Eso me pareció un detalle muy bonito. Aparte que hiciste un postre que eran recetas de tu abuelita. Eso me encanta. Eso indica que eres una persona amorosa.
No puedo elegir una sola historia con él. Es imposible, porque para mí conocerte ha sido el momento más importante de mi historia, porque has cambiado mi vida por completo. Conocerte, avanzar juntos, crecer juntos, adoptar a Emi, ir a muchísimos partidos de fútbol, ir al béisbol, terminar, dejarnos de hablar por 2 años, volvernos a ver en un partido de Cruz Azul, en donde fueron campeones después de 60 años, casarnos en Las Vegas con Elvis sin decirle a nadie, celebrar la Navidad, que para mí era algo impensable, comprar una combi, viajar en una combi que siempre nos dejaba, y aún así nos moríamos de la risa y seguíamos avanzando y seguíamos aprendiendo, y decíamos, ¿por qué la seguimos teniendo? Irnos a vivir a Mazatlán, hacer un viaje a Estados Unidos solo para ver las cosas más grandes del mundo, ir a lugares que nadie va a decidir venirnos a vivir a Costa Rica. No puedo elegir una sola historia. Mi vida contigo es una aventura completa y lo amo. Amo que estamos juntos, amo aprender de ti, amo aprender contigo. En fin, imposible, perdón.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you for all the good times we've had together in America and elsewhere, mate. All the best, yeah?
Part 2, because I forgot a few things. Our nights out in Ashby. Who can forget them? Brilliant nights out. Also on our travels, we went to watch England. Who can forget Walcott's hat-trick and that famous win? Just another little reminder to add to the clip. Cheers, pal. Love you.
One for me is when we went to Southampton. It was 2007 playoff first leg. Steve Howard brace. On the way back, I was driving in my blue R-Reg Corsa. First time on the motorway, so very nervous, holding onto the stick, trying to get us home. Turn around to look over my left shoulder, and there you are, naked in my back seat. So I think it's fair to say that that settled me a little bit there. I'm going to leave you now with some memories. I have my favourite memories of you. There's so many to mention, so hope you enjoy, and stay tuned at the end for a little business opportunity.
Gin on the stick.
Fun, good, and tickly.
I think it's safe to say that you are probably one of the funniest people I've ever met. But then I guess that most people will be saying that about you anyway. So I just wanted to sort of say 3 words from the heart, really, that you're such a genuine person, you're loyal, and to be completely honest, you're just amazing. You're an amazing person, you're an amazing mate. And like I said earlier, you're one of the funniest people that I know. I think the fact that you can go out as well and you wear anything really, unusual items which I wouldn't wear myself, but then that's because I can't pull them off like you do. Part of me is a little bit jealous and envious that you can wear anything and look great in it. Even your hairstyle back in the day when we used to go out in Derby, I don't know how you managed to pull that off. A skinny white man with what I can only call as a big black afro. But again, you look great in it. You make me laugh. You're easy to talk to. You're great to talk to. Even now, after all these years, we can have chats about serious things and silly things, and we just get on really well. You're just such a great person.
Yo pienso que tú eres una persona muy seria, muy sensible y además muy estudiosa. Y eso me da mucho gusto.
He's always happy, he's a traveller, and he's unique. There'll never be another one like him.
A lot of these are attributes that we both share, hence I think they're quite attractive. He's got beautiful blue eyes, he's got naturally curly hair, he loves to travel, he's got an affinity for numbers, but most of all he and I had a driving need to get out of Swan and go and live somewhere warm.
First I'd say funny, definitely. I don't think there's many people in the world that can make me laugh as much as you can. Some of it intentional, some not. Word I would say is eccentric. I think it's quite explanatory. Some of your actions, some of your clothes you're wearing in the past. You might have calmed down a bit now, but I remember some of the reactions as well with the draft on your neck, and yeah, all good fun though. And then the third one, I would say loyal. You've been a good friend over the years. Always been there whenever I've wanted to talk to someone. Always kept in touch, and yeah, you're a good mate.
Grumpy, sarcastic and witty.
Yo creo que eres una persona muy sensible, muy amable, muy respetuoso.
As I say, fun. Always been quite a lively character in a good way. Very adventurous, always wanting to do stuff, always out and about. Third one, I would say generous. Always been a generous friend, both in time and any other aspect, I guess. And then the fourth one, which isn't 3 words, a 1-word answer. However, I think it's important that we remember you've got a really good back catalogue of amazing hairstyles.
It would be loyal, boozy and eccentric.
Lo primero sería tu capacidad de amar. Creo que ni tú mismo conoces hasta dónde puede llegar tanto amor en tu corazón. Y esa capacidad de amar no solo es para mí, es con toda la gente que conoces, con tu familia, es con tus amigos, con mi familia, es con el mundo en general. Otra cosa es que eres muy generoso. Una de las cosas que te hace feliz es poder dar. No importa quién, no importa qué, no importa para qué, pero si tú puedes ayudar, lo vas a hacer. Y lo último que diría es que eres una persona consciente, consciente de sí mismo, consciente con el mundo, con todo lo que pasa a su alrededor, que sabe qué es lo correcto y qué no está bien. Y eso también te hace ser una persona justa y noble para quien se lo merece.
Es alegre, atento y bromista. También es bromista, luego es un poquito pasado, pero me encanta.
Una persona muy agradable porque todo lo que me has platicado, lo que he entendido, lo que he escuchado, ha sido muy, muy agradable para mí, y sé que mi hija está con una muy buena persona.
Just want to say thank you very much to James for picking up the award on my behalf. James, top man, lovely guy. 100% the #1 person I know from Squad.
Witty, obviously, kind, and very loyal. I know that was 2 words, but it's true.
I'd say loves a pun.
Scenester, because you wear fingerless gloves, it should never have been invented. or worn in public, because they're creepy. Kite, because you go wherever the wind blows you. And bell end.
I'd say you are adventurous, carefree and determined. I think that describes you quite well.
Divertido, porque me ha sacado varias carcajadas. Noble, que creo que da, es muy generoso. La otra es que es muy agradable para tratar. Siempre las pláticas son muy amenas, o estamos desayunando, o estamos simplemente platicando en cualquier momento, es muy agradable.
Fucking horrible bastard, mean as fuck, things like that I could come out with, but I'll stick to a great mate. Obviously, we speak quite regularly. You know how much I miss you, and that ain't going to change anytime soon. You know how much I think of you, I think the world of you. You've always been there for me when I've needed you. I've touched on it already. Missed you, I do.
Caring, thoughtful, and adventurous.
I can only think of one. Fantastic.
Happy 40th birthday, James. Have a good birthday. See you soon. Ta-ra.
Happy birthday, Uncle James.
Happy 40th birthday, mate. Welcome to the club. It's all downhill from here. I hope you have a great birthday, mate. You've been a top mate for the past 20 odd years. I hope you're well, safe, and enjoy your day. Love you, mate. Cheers. Have a pint for me.
I hope you have a great day, a great birthday, and just remember you're only 40 once. And also just remember my overall abiding memory of yourself is you're an amazing ability, which should be celebrated, to stop 4 runs in the field. All the best, mate. I'll catch you in a bit. See you soon.
Yeah, happy birthday, mate. Wish you a fantastic 40th and many more happy birthdays in the future. Cheers, James.
Hi, James, you old bastard. Happy 40th. Welcome to the club. Thought I'd bring you with me on my lunchtime walk around Linton. Just trying to avoid the dog shit and the nettles while I do it. It's not quite Costa Rica, but this is what I've got.
Happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a great day over there in Costa Rica. I know they said Mexico, but it's hard to keep track of where you are from one year to the next, you know, Mr. Worldwide. But you're having a great time from what you've said. You really settled. I wish you all the best, mate. I wish you have a great day, and we'll no doubt speak soon. So,
happy birthday, Keyworth. Hope you're having a great party over there in Costa Rica. Have an amazing birthday. I hope you enjoy it. All the best. Cheers, pal.
Happy birthday to you. No, you know I'm not really a singer. But seriously, happy 40th. I hope you're going to have a great day, or I hope you've had a great day, depending on when you've been showing this video. It's been a pleasure to be called one of your best mates, or at least class you as one of my best mates anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to end this video again by saying happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day, you're an amazing person, and hopefully I'll see you soon and we'll all come to Costa Rica and have a big party. Take care, all the best, and have a great day.
40 today. Cannot believe it. Happy birthday, James. I'd like you to enjoy your special day with Julieta doing what you want to do.
Happy birthday, James. Have a really good day, really enjoy yourself and do something nice.
Happy birthday, James. Have a great 40th.
Que seas muy feliz, que sean muy felices los dos, tú con mi hija contigo y con todos nosotros. Sabes que te queremos y te deseo lo mejor del mundo, que seas muy feliz y que sigas cerca de tu familia. Me encanta con tus papás. Nunca pierdas de vista nada de eso.
James, que la pases muy feliz en tu cumpleaños y espero que sean felices ustedes dos, que la pasen muy bien y te mando un abrazo muy fuerte.
Congratulations, James. Muchas felicidades por estos primeros 40 años.
Este video tiene el propósito especial para felicitarte por tu próximo cumpleaños número 40 el día 28 de agosto. De verdad deseo que ese día tu trabajo te permita unos momentos de descanso para que junto con mi sobrina Mirna puedas festejar este día tan especial. Y sinceramente te digo que espero verlos muy pronto en la Ciudad de México y felicidades nuevamente por el día de tu cumpleaños y deseo que tu vida profesional sea próspera y que tu vida en general sea feliz en compañía de mi sobrinita Mirna.
Deseo que la pases muy feliz. Este cumpleaños número 40 es una edad muy bella, muy bonita, que la disfrutes, que todos tus deseos pues se hagan realidad, James, y que sigas siendo muy feliz. Te deseo lo mejor de esta vida.
Happy 40th, mate.
Happy birthday. Please remember you are only 40 once. Enjoy it. I know you're many, many miles away now, but it's nice to do something like this so we can all say how much we love you and how much we want to say happy birthday. So, hope you have a good one, mate. Have a beer for me and hopefully see you soon.
Carry on being happy and have a great 40th. Be careful of what? Stuff.
Happy 40th birthday, James, from Auntie Van and Jim. I love you very much.
Happy birthday, James!
Happy birthday. Have I good 40?
Feliz cumpleaños, mi amor Cote. Deseo que tengas un día hermoso, que veas cuánta gente te ama y a cuánta gente le has dejado una historia hermosa como lo que has hecho conmigo. Te amo infinito, gracias por dejarme ser parte de tu historia, gracias por dejarme ser tu familia. Te amamos. ¡Feliz cumpleaños!
Have a good 40th, mate, and enjoy.